Hello, everybody. Dylan from Space Cadet Crypto here. We're going to be looking at our Bitcoin miners today. They had a pretty good, pretty decent, not too bad of a market day today with some price action. Our first green candle that we've actually printed in almost about like a week, 2 weeks since the 13th of April. Our first green candle. So looks like we're actually going towards the upside right here, which is a good thing. In my last video, I was talking about maybe if we did continue to break through this channel, this ascending channel right here. This is the daily, by the way. If we look at the 4-hour chart, it's a little bit clearer to see, but we did see a hold right here on this channel until we ultimately broke down, tried to reclaim this next channel, but we ultimately broke down again. So I said it would not be out of the ordinary for us to come back down and revisit the bottom of this channel and to ultimately come back up. But we did see a tremendous boom with Bitcoin and its price action going from 47,000 to 54,000. So it was a big move to the upside. So that saved these Bitcoin miners. Mara here, we did see a move up here, and we're actually testing this channel right from here to here as support to ultimately move back up, breaking this descending resistance right here that we had as resistance here, somewhat right here, and right here. We're going to be testing this area right here where also we have our EMA coming in, closing in as more resistance at the $37 mark. So that's what we're going to be looking for, $37 in the next day or two to see. We might get a bounce back here, but if we ultimately close above 37 to 38, we use this as support, we could test this upper trend line right here to ultimately use this EMA as support further going towards our next price target at the $43 mark. And this is a very crucial area of resistance because we've seen a resistance here and also someone right here too, and this whole area right here. So once we broke out of it, we could not hold it as support and we came back down. That was our previous high at around $49, which I have here in this light white resistance line right here, this horizontal line. So if we do make it up, we could see a movement back up here towards our $43 mark until we see some price rejection to ultimately use that as support. But Mara is looking great, up 5.7% today, up almost $2, which was coming back down from its lows here at almost $28, $29. So it's a nice move to the upside, around 10% as of right now. But we did see monumental support here coming here at this $26, $27 area. So we did find support back up here. And also if we look at our high volume nodes, right, we do see, let's zoom out a little bit right here. So we do see this area right here at around $41, $40, where we see this EMA curving as some resistance. So be on the lookout here. Next price target would be at $37 mark, then the 39, and then our next take profit could be at the $43 mark, where we see a tremendous amount of resistance here from this resistance box. So be on the lookout for that for Mara. But let's take a look at Riot now. Now let's see what happened here. Oh, so when we're looking at Riot, we did change our symmetrical triangle shape here that Riot was forming for the last couple months since February, and we did change it to more of a descending wedge, descending channel pattern right here. We can see that it's fluctuating between these prices and ultimately using this descending support as its supporting line here. So it did actually come down and wick down to this level. Let me move this a little bit more to this $33 mark, where I found a quick move to the upside. So this is a bullish candle because it has a large wick, and I said that holding this golden pocket area, this, let's turn this off real quick, but holding this golden pocket area was a key moment, and we did actually break through it, try to retest it to come back into it, but ultimately failed again, coming back down here. But we did actually see it move towards the upside. So now we're still battling to regain this this golden pocket area. But if we do find support here at the $41 mark, remember $41 is the place where we want to have that support, and then ultimately we do see some more resistance here at the $45 mark to $48 mark, along with this EMA ribbon. Remember, it's still flip bearish. We wanted to flip bullish in order to use it as momentum to break through this resistance here at ultimately $53, where we found this descending resistance right here, and we could find it potentially coming back through here. So what we want to see for Riot is we want to see $41 as support tomorrow, breaking through. If we see price action move through this EMA ribbon and find support, that could be a very bullish thing for Riot, and ultimately we will find a flippage of the EMA. We did find some good volume here coming in after this massive sell-off, but we ultimately did see movement through back into the golden pocket. So golden pocket is a very important area to regain, because most of the time if we do go into the golden pocket, we find rejections, and we're actually staying in this golden pocket and finding it as support. So that's what we're gonna look out for, Riot. And now we're gonna talk about SOS. SOS is looking fantastic today. It's one of the biggest gainers so far, while Mara and Riot were still red in the pre-market. Coming back from that bounce, we did find some good support from SOS, and ultimately we're still confirming that breakout like I talked about yesterday or 2 days ago when I made my video yesterday. Yeah, so remember, if you're not subscribed to the channel or if you haven't liked the video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, be up to date with all my updates that I've been posting. I'm trying to post daily. I post 1 or 2 videos daily, and they're usually about different altcoins or any crypto stocks. I'm also going to be doing a video or a video series on crypto stock tokens, because Binance has released its crypto.com, not crypto.com, it has released its crypto stock tokens like MicroStrategy, Tesla, and now came out with Apple too. So I'm gonna be looking at a series of going and trying to make some good gains with these crypto stock tokens and seeing what are the pros, what are the cons, and how Binance is using this to create more money with the crypto space, because it is a very lucrative business in the stock market. And so now they have introduced these tokens, which could also be a very lucrative business for Binance. And we could maybe down the future see some Bitcoin miner tokens as well, like Mara tokens, Riot tokens, SOS tokens. That would be very interesting to see, but I'm going to be covering it right here. So if you're interested in that and you want to dabble in these tokens too, because it's like the best of both worlds, right? It's crypto and it's stocks. So these tokens could be revolutionary. I'm going to be making a video series on it. So if you want to find out more, hit that like, subscribe to my channel. But let's look at SOS here, because it's very, very interesting. I'm zoomed in here, but if I zoom out a little bit, you can see the picture that I've been painting for SOS for the longest time here. We've been consolidating in this descending wedge pattern right here, this descending wedge where we find the price top, bottom, boom, 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 bouncing. We did find a lot of touches here on this bottom support area, which is very sketchy, because we don't want to have too many touches on the bottom, because the more times the price action is hitting that resistance or hitting that support, the more of a chance it has to break that support or resistance to move to a higher or a lower price. But we did see a lot of touches towards the top too. We find touch points here, the whole area over here, until we ultimately did break out. So we are looking here, if we zoom in towards the apex of this ascending wedge, and we did see price movement break down here, finally retest the support, had a little bit of a fake out because we have this bullish wick right here. A lot of price action went down here, almost at $3.50, but we found a closing price back here at $4, which seems to be a stable part at $4 of the price action. And then we ultimately moved out of this ascending wedge, retested the resistance as support, and now we're just moving up in this fib level here between $4.16 and $5.19, which I've been saying is a very crucial area, because we ultimately saw once it broke through this price, we could not get back into it. And I've been trading here, tried one more time, and ultimately failed to break through this area. So this is an area right here that we need to be on the lookout for. We need to find price action, go through this area to this $5.18 mark, and ultimately find that as support, which is also where we're seeing the EMA actually kind of flip and move towards the upside. So we can see that as support coming in the next couple of days as well. If Bitcoin, remember, this all depends if Bitcoin is pumping. So our next price target would be the $6.20, and then our $7 target here, where we see a lot of price action being happening right here between this $5 to $7 mark, because everybody thought that was a great price to buy it for SOS, especially since it came from $16. So we see a lot of trading volume in between the $5 to $7 region. So that is a very hard area of resistance coming up. But as like I said, we did confirm this breakout. Now we're going up. We have to maintain these levels right here, break through the EMA, use $5.20. That's very important. $5.20 as support to move on next closer up. But ultimately, my price target towards the end of this bull run, maybe in the middle of May, would be this $11 mark right here. But it is all in the cards of Bitcoin and how it is working and pumping tomorrow. So we could see a slight pullback, but as long as we hold 55K for Bitcoin, it is looking very good, very bullish for all these stocks and altcoins and everything else in the crypto space to continue pumping. But like we saw before, we have seen a lot of correction for Mara and Riot, but SOS is still holding strong. It's still maintaining its price action, actually confirming its breakout, and now it's moving up through these fib levels like we've been seeing many times before. So this is a very good thing. And also the shorts on SOS have been limited too, because the whales know that they can't manipulate the price any longer. And if they do maintain their shorts, they are going to get squeezed very hard and lose a lot of money, just like GameStop. So it's very exciting for SOS, probably one of the most outperformed Bitcoin miner stocks in the last couple of weeks, but now it's having its time to shine. So this is looking very good for SOS. So if you're holding SOS, leave in the comment section down below, what are your price targets for the next coming weeks here? Because it is Bitcoin future expiration month. So at the end of every month, we do have a huge order of options and futures expiring this Friday. So that could also make Bitcoin's price fluctuate heavily. So that, be on the lookout for that. It's always very volatile trading these stocks in the last week of the month, especially because the last 3 months we had seen a huge dump towards the end of this month, especially because of the futures and expiration date and options expirations expiring. So be on the lookout, be cautious, but May is looking very bullish to begin with. April was a little bit of a letdown because of the Coinbase offering, the Coinbase IPO, and it kind of messed up the whole momentum in the market. But this correction is needed, and we did see a huge correction in Mara and Riot. SOS has been correcting for a long time, so we can see it go up to these price targets, like I mentioned before. So it's very exciting for SOS. Mara and Riot the same too. We could see potential upside here, maybe 20-30% movement up to previous all-time highs is not out of the question here. But that is it for this video. Remember, hit that like, hit that sub if you want to. And thank you so much for enjoying this content. That is it for me. Peace out.